Good morning, everybody. How are we doing there today out in Chatland? I gotta turn down my other friend here real quick. So I'm just getting coming some of the word out to my people out there. Let them know I'm all ready to rock and roll. Put it on my Twitch. Share it out to my Twitter page. All right, hey, woohoo, rock and roll. Now that I've got my screen up and ready to rock and roll. How is everybody out there today? Hello, my name is Joshua Bleasy. I am the Unknown Prophet. First thing I would like to tell you about is that I am a tarot reader who uses my own homemade tarot deck, the Five Paths Tarot, and I am here to do tarot readings for you today from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Almost said p.m. Ugh, that would have been a long stream. Not ready for that yet. All you gotta do is sit there and watch me sleep while I'm waiting to do other things here. Okay, I gotta find something better to do. This is gonna have to happen. Something else. I don't know why Just put a couple out there. Ta-da! Oh, no. Cancel. Definitely don't want to leave. How about we just put some nice light background music today? How about that? Today we're just gonna do some nice light music today and get you all some tarot readings. So in case you've never been here before, I do two different kinds of readings here. I do a past, present, future reading, and then I do what I call the journey. The journey is all about taking the path that you could or would or should take. You go down a couple of different paths, and I take you on. I take you down your past path. That's where everything that you have had happen to you up to this point, remembering all of our mistakes and all of our victories and mistakes, and honoring those, but not living in the past. Now, we tend to do that sometimes by living in the past. So we always have to turn around and face the future, because we have to move forward in order to do anything by living a nice, good life. Sometimes we get stuck and waiting for the answers to pop into us or waiting for the right time to happen. That's called my wait path. And then we go to my easy path, which is more of a step-by-step progression of reaching your goal. You don't get to your goal very fast, but you do eventually get to your goal. You're more taking it one step at a time. The hard path is more about overcoming major obstacles, getting to your goal very quickly, but then you got to kind of take a break after that and let that kind of simmer before you're ready for your next big project. You have to do a lot of determination to get through. Then your unseen path, that's that one path that's right in front of your nose that whole time, that one thing that you've known has been there the whole time, you just weren't too close to see it. You kind of pull yourself away and you get the unseen path, a mixture of the easy, a mixture of the hard, and a little bit of that unknown and unseen path that you don't know what's coming up next. Then I draw you another two qualifying cards, which is your leap of faith card and then your home card. That's kind of where you can find home at or what you need to fix in home before you can have a happier home. So that's what I'm here to do today. I'm here to just do some tarot readings, visit with you guys, and share. I do a little bit of life coaching here as well, and we talk about your reading. If you want to talk about it, we talk about it. Or we can just sit here and chit chat, and I can have coffee, and I can try and find interesting things to see on, the old ticker there. But I do live readings here. In case you guys want to find out more about me and more about what I do, here you go. Here's my link tree down in the chat right now. If you want to find out more about me, click on my link tree site, which I will be putting in the chat here momentarily. But just so you guys can see, the ticker is right there. It shows you everything you need to know, because that is what is going to bring you closer to knowing more about me and be able to leave me a review at all. Just to let you know, these readings are 100% completely free. I do this for donations. If you wish to give me a donation, I greatly appreciate that. Come here and you give me your donation. I had my very first tip the other day, and it was one that made my day. It was a very generous tip, and just want to say thank you to that person who made my day yesterday, because I can have a cigarette today because of that person. And that might not seem like a lot to a lot of you out there, but when you're living on assistance and it seems like the small little things make you feel better inside, and even though it's completely unhealthy for me, I still do it. It's probably the most unhealthy thing I do right now. So if you guys would like a reading, all you got to do is let me know in the chat by pressing !join. Okay? For any of those people out there who want to be a part of that, you'll see that you entered into my queue, and I usually try to take one at a time. So I do watch a little bit on YouTube here, so I have my chat box open for YouTube, and I have my chat box open for you here at Twitch. So sometimes there's a little bit of a delay between YouTube and Twitch. Twitch, you kind of get the right exact response to exactly when I say it. Sometimes on YouTube, you have to kind of wait a minute or two for me to respond, or I have to wait for you a minute or two to respond. So we're very patient with you. try to give you a detailed reason, but here's what I want you to know more than anything, guys. Remember, no matter what I tell you here today, your future is always in your own hands. You have the right and responsibility to go live the life you want to live. So go live the best life ever today. Yes, I am the unknown prophet. Since we did a lot of our stuff today. Alrighty. There we go. I feel better. Hmm. And I am here from every morning from 7 to 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, though. If I'm feeling up for it later tonight, I might do a Saturday night tarot stream, but we'll see how I feel. Tonight might be the day to take it easy, though, guys. So. Uh, so if you guys do want a reading, just let me know in the chat. Other than that, we'll just sit here, wait. Just sometimes I have to wait a little bit before I get anybody to respond. So. This is going to go away, or it's going to just. Excuse me. I really don't need that open now. So, how is everybody out there today? Are we having a good Saturday so far today? Today, April. Today is 4/22. Getting ready for a nice full week of doing some tarot readings with you guys today. And hey, welcome aboard. Thank you for following today's Sword of Janky. I really appreciate the follow. Uh-oh. I forgot to change my thingy. Oops. So I gotta go edit my stream here real quick. Alright. My bad. I have to get my station manager. Oh. I forgot to change my scene. Oopsie. Might be why people are wondering where I'm at from. Thank you, Sword, for coming aboard and saying hello. I really appreciate you coming here to visit today, even if you're lurking in the background. If you'd like a reading, just let me know in the chat. I either just saying, hey, I want a reading, or exclamation point join. Other than that, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the nice soft music. Hear me talk about cool things like how we can live a better life. I kind of try to talk to you a little bit here and there, and sometimes I just wait for someone to show up to do a reading. So, I'd like to welcome you in and say hello. How are you doing today? So, and there you go. I really outdid myself. Now, coffee is on if you want some, honey. Or maybe you're sitting there listening on your headphones and you can't hear a single thing I'm saying. Okay, sweetie? Wife is being weird today. Oh no, not that. And happy Earth Day to everybody out there. That's the wifey. What was I just? Oh yeah, that's right.
Don't you dare! Don't you mother trucker! Don't you? No, no. Bad earphones. Bad. Okay, you're gonna go right there.
It's a little sugary for you. I'm sorry.
I know. That's all I hear. Caffeine.
I'm going to add the sugar in a little bit. I'm going to drink a little bit more than I was hoping.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, okay, good. All right, now I said that. Now hopefully that should be enough. Wrong with now.
No, look at my shrinker. Danny says we might have to give it a smaller one.
Okay.
One that actually stays up on my leg.
That would be nice.
But it is doing compression there, but I'm surprised it stayed on all night. They've been falling.
Definitely.
He just got me this 2 weeks ago.
Okay, Beth, I don't know that. You don't need anyone.
Yes, I do need.
Well, that's what I just got to say, and then you argued with me. Really? Did I see you? There's your feed the cat. Or will you just take care of it when you go back? Okay.
Son,
No, put it. He's trying to do your best impression. His best impression of putting his butt in my face. Watch, guys. Look, see? He's trained. And I get to see my head just sit here on his behind while he sits comfortably in my arms. He's a big kitty. Oh, you're too good. Aren't you just a big lover? Aren't you just a lover? It's just Lucifer. He's my show kitty.
mask.
He's my mascot.
Yes, I'll just.
Yes, he does watch TV. Like my wife. Oh, no one's here so far.
Oh.
Or if they are, they're just lurking, watching me pet my kitty.
Have a phone. So, I wish I could stream on Twitch. But it says you don't have a verifiable phone.
Sorry.
I'm gonna. I'm just still used to it. Yeah. Let's snuggle. And I was cutting them in bits. Tiny little, tiny. Yes, son.
There you go. You've been punished. Spank, 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 spank. Never got you your birthday treat. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was hard. Come, Mr. Bigglesworth, come. Oh.
What?
The top.
Even with the top.
Okay. All right.
I said it in.
Okay. Good copy.
I'm going to take another couple steps down because.
Good morning, Kanish. How are you doing today? Chris? We'll just call you Chris. Hey, Chris, how you doing this morning? Okay, give me a second here to put down my kitty. All right, cat, I got a reading. Oh, well, welcome aboard, young lady from YouTube there. I appreciate you coming in and saying hello. Okay, I do a couple different kinds of readings here. I do a past, present, future. It's my simplest, easiest one. Or you can do what I take you on a journey to find a little bit more answers. And I call that the journey tarot reading. Now, whichever kind of reading. Sorry, I got the hiccups. You would like today, you just have to let me know if you would like a simple or a more. Okay, so you want the past, present, future reading? Okay, so what I need for you to do is tell me how many times you want me to shuffle my deck. 1 through 10. I'm going to give it a little bit of a clearing shuffle before you do that because I didn't do that this morning yet. So that's just a random shuffle. You just want one single card? Okay, pick a number, 1 through 52. 9. I didn't shuffle, so you get whatever the ninth card is. So I can count. Beth, I'm in the middle of trying to do a reading for someone. I told you. Sorry about that. My wife was being silly for 5 seconds. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Well, this tells me a pretty clear-cut answer for you. You got my Larimar door. It is time to express your freedom once again. You need to unlock your own cage and go out of it because you've spent so much time in that happy gilded cage of yours that you have not taken some time for yourself. So the future for you time is time to open up that cage you've been in for such a long time. Walk out the door, turn back, lock the stupid cage, and then throw the key inside. It's all about your freedom. It's all about embracing that personal power, that freedom that you have to make a choice and decision anytime you want. You want to know what your future is? It's whatever you say it's going to be. Today can be your best day ever because you said today was the day you wanted to make what your future was. Take control of your destiny and make it manifest in your life. That's what this card means. So that might be coming for you, or you might now have that opportunity to do that. So maybe there's a situation you don't want to be a part of anymore. Sometimes we have to let things go in order for new things to grow and come in. You can't have a future if you don't honor your past. So remember, just kind of remembering all those things there. And I hope that one card drawing helps you today. That'll let you know a little bit more about your future there. Right now, single. So, and hopefully that ninth card for you made some sense to you and gave you some inspiration today. Remember, the future is always in your own hands. You have the right and responsibility to go live the life you want to live. So go live the best life ever every single day. Just live every day as this is your best choose your own adventure game you'll ever play. If you have any other questions you want from me, please just let me know. I can do a more detailed reading for you if you want. That requires me to shuffle cards and you picking numbers and stuff like that. But if that you just wanted a one card quick reading today, hopefully that helped you out today. Well, like I said, my cards are designed to help you divine the future, but since you only wanted a one card reading, I have to do more in order for you to let you know what's going on. So if you want me to do Larimar card was your card. If you want to tell me 1 through 10 how many times you want me to shuffle, then we pick another card to help you discern what you need to be more free in your life with. We can do that. So just picking 1 through 5, how many times you want me to shuffle, and then pick a number 1 through 52. And that will be your answer. Okay, well, you go ahead and just mingle with me for a little bit there. I'm very happy to answer any of those other questions for you, but I use my tarot deck to help divine answers. But I gotta go and help my wife real quick, so I'll be right back.
Thank you. Sorry
For what?
for interrupting your.
Well, whatever. Like you haven't done that before. Okay, thank you for being patient with me today, Chris. I really appreciate that because, like I said, why don't I do something for you here? I will do like a present, future, and what you should be looking for card, and we'll see what we can get. How about that? It'll kind of give you an idea of what this person that you want to see. Is this person coming towards me as my person? Okay, so I understand what you're asking. Now, in order for me to do a decent, good reading for you, I need you to pick a number 1 through 5. That's how many times I'm going to shuffle your deck. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now pick a number 1 through 52, and that's what will help us define those answers for you, okay? Give me a second. $20, 40. 9 cards to go, young lady. All right, here we go. What is presently you need to do in order for this to happen? What should you be looking for? Okay, so here we go once again, and maybe you'll find this a little bit funny. Okay, so in the present right now, what you should be looking for is this kind of a person, okay? This is the kind of person that you kind of want to start to thinking about. Before we begin this, I want you to think about the kind of person you want to attract, the attributes. What do you want them to be like? What kind of sense of humor? What I want you to imagine everything they hold inside of themselves. Fall in love with their soul first. Then find the person who matches that description. Now, yes, outward appearance is always a great thing to get us started, but eventually it does fade. You want to fall in love with their soul, you will never fall out of love with the soul. You will fall out of love with the body, but you will never fall out of love with the soul. And the only way you can find a soulmate is first you have to love yourself. So ask yourself, if I love myself and I love everything that is about me, the good, bads, and the uglies, then I'm ready to go find a relationship. Okay? Or you can build a relationship with someone who you feel could help you in that journey. Okay? You're a team. So your present card, what's kind of going on with you right now is right now you have to learn how to integrate different parts of your life. So you might have a couple of different things you have to do. Maybe you have a life-work balance that isn't exactly working out right now. So you have to learn to integrate some new different things into your life. What I'm saying here basically is it's time for you to try to find this person who can maybe help bring your life balance into a more balanced thing, because you want to bring all the parts of your life together as once. So the person you should be looking for is someone who's good with bringing people together and bringing those kind of things together, knowing themselves as well as they know you. You have to be willing to share and open and communicate to find out if that's the kind of person you want to be with the rest of your life. So first, I want you to start looking for this person that might be coming for you, might have something to do with bringing those close together. He is going to be the light, or she is going to be the light that will help light that flame, but that spark doesn't mean it will stay lit forever. You have to work on that. Then we kind of go back into your future, your future a little bit again, and you got the Larimar card again. And I did shuffle exactly the amount of times that Devin didn't say it. So something is definitely telling you you are not embracing the freedom to go find this person. You have to have a clear cut idea of who you want this to be. Don't fall in love with the star. Don't fall in love with someone who's not going to fulfill your needs. My one true love and I fell in love because of a special dream I had when I was a little boy. Okay, I had a special dream that kind of guided me towards the future I was going to make someday. I made my own destiny because I found that what I needed in myself more than anything was for me to express that I wasn't in that cage anymore, and I had the responsibility to go live the life I wanted to live. So, the Larimar door is all about embracing that personal freedom that you have within you. And maybe you have to embrace that before you're ready for that relationship. It might be someone who's a little bit more free spirited as well, someone who's very emotional, and is going to be someone who's going to be able to not only share the softer side of themselves, but also the practical side of themselves. What could help you find this person? It's all about you building that foundation so that you can be the person you need. What do you want? Like I said, what kind of a foundation do you want to set? What kind of a relationship do you want to have? This person that you might want coming towards you, and it looks like there is something coming for you, but you kind of have to do a little bit of the work first. And that's all I'm saying is that maybe you may or may not be ready for this yet. And you might say, you're saying you're ready, but maybe there's something else you still have to build within yourself in order for you to have that solid foundation. So you got to know. So what I want you to do is this, okay? Here's my advice for you, because this is what my reading's basically telling me to tell you to do. I'll tell you what I did. Okay, I'm a magically inclined person, so you can do this in whichever faith you believe in, okay? But go find a key, a blank key, one that says do not copy. And I want you to put down on a piece of paper all the attributes of the thing you want this person to be. Okay? I want you to write down at least 10 things you want this person to have with inside of themselves. And then add 3 things you want them to have with looks, okay? And then I want you to pray to your God of choice, deity of choice, and I want you to ask them to help you find this person. And when you find someone who can fill your soul, who can be a communicative partner, who can be open and honest with you, who can work as a team with you and be your partner in life. Yes, you have to get the dating stuff out of the way first, because that's how we find out about one another. But when you're really ready to take that step into becoming more than just that, that's when that relationship actually begins. That's when you start working together. And as long as you both honor each other and both work together as a team, you will never fail. So that's kind of what I'm seeing coming for you. So if you're thinking of a specific person in mind, it would someone who would have all those attributes. Someone who's able to bring different parts of life together to combine to create a light. Someone who is a free spirit, maybe, and someone who has a very solid foundation. And I hope that answers your question. The only thing I think is blocking you is, you may be stoking the fires a little bit. When I ask myself what could be blocking you from all of this, it's you're not stoking the fires of your own flame. You have to believe in yourself first. You have to add those logs onto the fire of passion that you want. Once so just kind of remember, you have to be the one in control of your own path and destiny by stoking those fires that you want. And trust me, and I want you to think about it for a while before you just go giving that key away. I really want you to have that moment of, I found the person for me first, but make sure you are enough for you. I hope that helps you out today, Chris. And I'm sorry that I didn't say your name right, but I think you got the idea. I really thank you for coming here today and spending some time getting a free reading today. And if you want to donate to me because I did however good of a job I did, you can if you want to. But honestly, I just hope I helped you today more than anything. It's just a little too hot in here. See, I'm a different kind of tarot reader than a lot of people. I'm not going to help you always find the person you're looking for. I'm going to tell you what you need to do in order to find that person. Damn straight, I'll tell you that. But I'm not going to I can't tell you a future that hasn't been determined yet, because there's still you have the choices and decisions to make. You're playing the greatest choose your own adventure game you could ever play. Sometimes you have to wait for the puzzle pieces to come in. Sometimes you have to fight for those pieces, and sometimes you have to go looking for those pieces. But eventually you have to decide what you're going to do with those pieces. I just hope you have every bit of luck and have a great day. I will not have open interviews until the month of May after the 14th. That following Friday is the next time I have open. If you are interested, please contact me at joshuablessy@yahoo.com. Hey, Yolanda, how are you doing today? Welcome back. It's going well this morning. Just had one small reading earlier today. I might take this hat off in a little bit. Jesus, so hot. Dude, I'm having a hot flashes. Other than that, I'm doing just fine. Yeah, I'm having a good day so far. Really a positive day yesterday, so lots of love being given to people, and I actually got some love given back to me to people. That was. Oh God, I cannot stop hiccuping and yawning today. Oh God, that sounds so good. I'm having the coffee with you. I'll have to smoke vicariously through you though, because I'm out until the start of the first of the month. That's when I get paid. Then I'll get more. I've been, like I said, I'm having a quiet morning so far. Only had one small reading earlier, about half an hour ago. Other than that, I'm just sitting here waiting for people to pop on in and say, "Hey, and how you doing?" And good. And how are you doing today? But just I was talking to someone who the one thing I wish people would realize about a reader is, as much as we want to tell you who this person you could want in your life to love you, or what this person could mean, the best way to find out is to ask that person and find out what their true intentions and feelings are about you. And if there's nothing there, there's nothing there. Move forward. And I'm guilty of this. Okay, I am guilty of waiting around for the girl to fall in love with me. Okay, and being so in love with them that I was blinded to every other person. Well, good to hear. That's good to hear. Are you moving in with a significant other, or are you finding someone who can fill that void for you, or are you getting married, or are you doing a bunch of other things? I bet. I feel like it's a big commitment. So after living alone for 25 years, that ends today. That must feel fabulous to finally have someone to share your life with. I know it is for me. Me and my wife, we've been together for we've been together 18 years, married 17 years. So, and I spent 25 years of my life looking for the right person, and it wasn't until I learned to love me first that I could find that person, and then I had to learn how to. I knew what kind of relationship I wanted, but I wanted to have an open, communicative relationship where we could work as a team and stuff like that. So I clearly defined what I wanted within myself, and I started looking for the other part of my soul. I didn't look for. I don't believe you have just one soulmate in this world. I believe there can be a couple different kinds of soulmates. You can have a friend soulmate. You can have a, brother sister. Well, good. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad. I hope that is something you've both been looking really forward to, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Because I know what that's like. I didn't have an online relationship that turned into something different, but I did try for a long time. So I'm glad to hear that's good for you. You're welcome. I really wish you the best in your future relationship. If you want any advice on that or anything like that, you ask me. I can give you a past, present, future reading, or I can give you the five paths reading again to help you with that. Or maybe I just sit and we just chit chat for a while. That works too. I can drink my coffee. I can have a cigarette. and and just try to be, still trying to build my community up. But I know that takes time, and I haven't been on Twitch very long, so I think I'm doing fairly well because I'm almost I'm on the path to partner. I need watch hours more than I need anything right now in order for that to happen. But I'm not really worried about that happening anytime soon. It'll happen when it happens, and then it'll be the right time. Okay. All right. Let me get the big screen up here for you so we can see those cards. All right. Now, let me do a cleansing shuffle because I didn't do a cleansing shuffle with the last reading, so that's just me doing a random shuffle for. I don't even count. I just kind of shuffle for a little bit till I feel it ready. All right, 1 through 10. How many times would you like me to shuffle for you, though? 6. 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 through 52. Where is your journey begin? Hello, my lady. That's my wife right below you there. And then I just need a number from you. 52. Okay, you got it. Give me a second to count that because I do have more cards than 52 in my deck, but that's why I say 52. One, two, three, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 4, 6, 37, 8, 9, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 5. Second here. All right. Past, present, and future. Okay. And a destiny card, of course. All right. Give me a second here. We'll get rid of the music here real quick. Here. It's a nice light background music for me to listen to while I'm waiting for people to show up. So, hey, you know what? That's okay. I have actually 84 cards in my deck, but that's kind of why I leave it in kind of the center. Kind of gives it a random more shuffle when I do it that way. If I do the 85th, fourth card in my deck, and then I just start back at 1 basically. So it's like, why did I shuffle? So, but that's the way to keep them kind of even stuff. Don't worry about that. So sorry that I missed the raid. Thank you for thinking of me. Small motor skills. Okay. Well, maybe she'll decide to pop in somewhere else today. But here we go for your reading for you today because I didn't get the raid alert. But I don't know. I'm not on Twitch, so I'm using it to restream so I can do it not only through. So if it has like a raid example there, I don't know why it's doing. Why are you still doing that? You're not supposed to be on that. Oh. Hey, that's what you're supposed to be. Okay, anyway, back to you though. Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. Hey, works for me. So here we go for you, young lady. Your past, present, and future. So it's all about you had to contemplate to really decide to decide that this was going to be the right thing for you. You had to kind of contemplate and think about this idea of you guys moving in together and stuff like that. And can't see from my screen. There we go. Now I can see a little bit better. I had to clean off my camera a tiny bit. And it's had to kind of contemplate and bring together what pretty choices that you want to bring together, making those things kind of help happen within you and within that beginning. So it was really about you looking into seeing which of these pretty choices you want to make, and when is the right time to pick those choices. And that's kind of what that your past was kind of telling me. Your present looks very encouraging because it looks like you got my blue wolf card. Now, my blue wolf card is my father's card. So someone who's kind of got a kind of a father-esque kind of, you know, being about them. They live the father. They are not a lone wolf. They are a pack leader, but they have a very emotional upbringing. The thing about my father is that he didn't always do the best in his early years, but he matured out to be one of the most emotional, nicest people. And I didn't always have that relationship with him because I didn't understand the difference when parents were divorced, that there were different feelings that were involved in there. But that's because I was a little kid and didn't understand. I didn't always understand my father, but he was always kind, compassionate, caring, always sharing his emotions and feelings with people. But he had to rejoin the pack again. He felt like he had to be a lone wolf for a long time. And then when he finally came back and joined our family once again, he was kind of one of those emotional people. And it's kind of saying maybe you need to seek that advice from that father figure a little bit today. Maybe this is the person you're moving in with. Maybe this is the person who's going to be bringing you so much needed joy and stuff like that. I'll tell you, my mother and father were married for about 20 years before when I was born, about 20 years, and they got divorced around 7 or 8, I think. Then he got married a couple more times, and then eventually they got remarried. Okay, so remember that if this is the love of your life, to remember that these are going to come with some ups and downs involved, but I think it's going to be a good relationship because they really had that was that they were each other's one true loves. They just got confused at the time. What's coming for you in your future? It's time to bask in the glow because that sun is going to start shining down in you because you are the literal sunflower looking up at the sky, following the sun because your life is going to be full of a lot of brightness. And that doesn't mean that you have to not pay attention, though, because you still have to follow the sun. So you have to pay attention to the positive things that happen in your life. When those negative things do come in your life, you have to do it as a team, together, as one person, as one unit. Now, you all each have to have your own individual things you like to do. That's great, but don't remember you have to come together at the end of the day. And this is how we want to be a part of it. And when I look at your destiny card here, it's kind of saying that this is budding a new bud. You have all the potential in the world. It's just waiting for it to open up naturally. So let this kind of be all the potential in the world that's ready to open up, to become that leaf, to become that flower, whatever it's going to become. Remember to nurture that. Remember to feed that the things you want to keep it growing in a more good, honest, open relationship that's going to help you both grow, help you both be in that. And this new adventure you're about to embark upon is one that's going to be full of a lot of potential. It's how much work do you want to put into this to make this be a long life thing, okay? And that's kind of what your reading is. I mean, really, Londa, I think if you couldn't have asked for a more positive outlook on what's kind of coming for you because you took the time to contemplate your choice and making sure you're making the right choice decisions. I don't know if this applies to your person, if this is a person who's kind of got, they're definitely the man. They're definitely the person who wants to take care of you in some ways, but in other ways they want to be taken care of too, and and then that this Bass card is really probably one of the more positive cards that you could have gotten for a future because you're following as long as you keep it positive, as long as you keep it growing and moving. That's what those sunflowers are there, and that all that potential in the world to be whatever you want it to be, but it takes work because things have to happen naturally. So just let them happen naturally. And, you're going to be living with this person now. So, you're going to have to get used to some of their quirks and stuff, having a long distance online relationship. Now you have to find out what the real person is like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You're getting ready to play the greatest relationship game. It's called the Let's Get Together and Have Fun game. I don't know, when me and my wife were just getting together, we both couldn't believe we found the one for so long. We questioned it so much that we thought it was too good to be true, so we didn't trust it at first. So we waited a year before we decided to, before she decided to ask me to marry her, and then I made, us wait a little bit longer just to plan everything out, make sure everything got paid beforehand and stuff like that. But that was her and me, And it took a little bit, but I was so ready for a relationship at that point, it wasn't even funny. And then the right woman came and found me. So it looks like the right man came and found you. I don't know if I need that now. I got to find a way to give myself just a little bit more light, but not so much bursting through my eyes. You're welcome, Yon. You're very, very welcome. Hopefully that gives you a little, at least a little bit of, hey, this isn't such a bad move. You know, you know. When I was thinking about this, I can just see you guys having the kind of relationship that me and my wife have. You know, hey, sometimes that's just how it happens. Two people walk into the same room, and boom, sparks fly, and then you go grow from there. However, it happened for you guys, I'm glad that it happened. That's all that matters. It has happened now. Now it's time to move to the next phase. See what we're gonna do from now. It's an exciting and scary time, but it's a time where you got you get to really learn about the other person truthfully, completely, totally. Yeah, that's also pretty key when both parties are kind of they don't know who found who each first. It might I don't want to say meant to be. I want to say it's what you create it to be because now it's the ball's in both of your courts to make this work together. You know, I spend a lot of time looking for love in the wrong places. I finally started looking for love in the right places, and then when I was good with myself, then she found me. Well, that's better for me. Right? Hi, if you're still here. Hmm. Just gonna give her a look for a little bit. Hey, and you rated me, Smalls. Thank you for coming in and rating me. I didn't even see that go off because, like I said, I'm using a different platform, Smalls. So thank you for bringing all of your people into my lovely channel today. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me, there, Smalls. Thank you. And I just saw that alert come up because, like I said, it doesn't show me the alerts when I'm on because I stream this through my YouTube channel and I stream this through Twitch, so it doesn't always show me the fun stuff like raid. So thank you guys. Come on, welcome on in. Welcome to the family. Welcome to my tarot readings. If any of you out there would like a tarot reading, you just got to let me know. Okay, they rated me with a party of one viewer, but and that was it. Okay, well they popped in to raid me real quick, so thanks you for the raid, Smalls. I really do appreciate it. How was your stream today? If anyone's here from Small Motive Skills channel, although usually if she's bringing in a party of people to come into my channel, you know, I really hope I didn't miss that from them. Like I said, it came in and I was in the middle of doing a reading when I think they. Well, if you came to visit with me, guys, for a little bit, I'm not seeing it up on the screen, but thank you guys so very much for doing that. I appreciate the view, the raid, though. We won't worry about it today because I don't see any of my friends on, so. Yes, definitely. You have to. Um, what you're saying there is absolutely the truth because we do make that conscious choice to fall in love with someone and to love someone unconditionally. You really have to accept them for everything that they are, all the goods, all the bads, all the bad habits, and everything that is throughout. That's what it means to love someone unconditionally. You don't have any conditions that you put upon them, not their mental state, not their any kind of state that they're in. You accept them for who they are. Now, can you go together and become something that can be better than that? Yes, I do believe that you still need to work on it, even though it's unconditional. And the only way to keep it unconditional is for you both to share with each other, those things that you want and need from each other. And the more communicative and the more open and honest that you are with people, with your significant other there, the man that's coming to stay with you now, you know, just remember that you've made the conscious choice. Now you can love that person as much. It's kind of like loving your mom or your dad, depending on your circumstances, okay? But we generally love our mother and father pretty much unconditionally. Now, that doesn't mean we don't give them a lot of guff along the way, because we do. But that's what the growing up process is all about. It's all about us learning how to become our own individual people. But they still love you no matter what. You're always going to be their son or daughter no matter what, even if you do things they don't like. You know, that's what it means to love unconditionally. And I do believe you have to make a conscious choice to do that as well. It's not an instantaneous thing. You still have to, even though you spent all that time in your mom's belly, you still have to come out of the belly and find out what it's like on the outside now that you don't have the protection of being inside of her belly anymore. Kind of like a relationship. You're birthing a new life today, and it's going to be messy and weird at first, and you're not going to know what to do, and you're going to have to figure things out, and you're kind of have to learn how to be the parents of your own relationship. Kind of grow it up and make sure that all the check boxes and checks, are made. Okay, that's just making it too hot in here. So, and I'd like to say hello to anybody who came in from Small Stream or any other stream out there. I don't always see the the raids when I'm not doing this through this restreaming app here, but I'm trying to get it out to two different locations, my YouTube page and my Twitch account. So if I missed you guys, I apologize, and I'm glad that you guys are sticking around. Remember, I'm here to do free tarot readings for anyone and all people who might need one today. So if you'd like a tarot reading, all you got to do to join, if you're on YouTube, just let me know. Say !join. Same thing on Twitch, !join. I'll know you want a reading, and then I can let you know what kinds of readings I do. Like I do a past, present, future, and then I do what I take you on the journey of the 5 paths. So, and then that's a little bit more complicated 5-card reading. That involves a lot more choices and decisions. So if you're looking for more answers, that's the one I recommend. If you're looking for some simple confirmations, the 3 is good, but it's whatever you need. Okay, these are 100% completely free, but if you'd like to donate to me, I would greatly appreciate that. So we're just kind of sitting here today, having a nice little conversation with Andrea here, and I see all of you lovely people here today. I see one of my friends tried to raid me, but I don't know if it failed or what. I don't know what happened there, because I know I do allow raids on my channel, so. It doesn't matter. I appreciate the love when someone shows me love. So I just want to say thank you guys for coming on in and being a part of it. Oh, okay. Oh, well, I missed it, I guess, then. I didn't. Normally she doesn't go off that quickly, so. Oh, well. Maybe a different day. Hey, Queen, welcome on board. How are you doing today, Queen? How are you doing? I'm doing very well. I'm having a positive morning so far. We were just talking about some relationship stuff with one of the other people who wanted a reading from me. My wife is in the chat. She's saying hi and hanging out, showing me some love for my stream today. And then, a couple hours, I'll go back and I'm going to relax and play snuggle with my wife. I know she's going to hate that horribly. So if you would like a reading, Queen, I'm more than willing to do your reading. We can do a simple reading, like I said, a 3-card past, present, future reading, or we can get you more answers with my journey. Oh, we're going to watch a series called Grimm. Watch silly stuff on Prime Video and make some lunch and stuff like that, and just hang out. Generally, just spend a day together, snuggling in bed. We both need to have a recover day from all the stuff that we're doing. Maybe change the bed around. I'll probably do that right after the stream. And yes, I'm not eating anything. I'm drinking coffee. Probably some chicken with either some rice or some thing that I could come up with. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to make yet, but it's going to be probably either chicken legs and stuff like that, or more some ramen. I know that doesn't sound like a very exciting meal, but that's what you do when you live on food stamps and assistance. You can only have what you have available to you, and we'll just see how I'm feeling today. But yes, we're ready to do you. Okay, would you like a more past, present, future, or would you like more answers that will help you discern more about what those different paths? It sounds like you could use my 5 paths one. If that sounds good to you, just say let's go, and then we'll start shuffling from there. I'm just gonna do a cleansing shuffle while you decide which one you want. We'll go with the 5 paths then. So all I need from you is to pick a number 1 through 10. How many times you want me to shuffle my deck? Seven times. Okay, we're gonna shuffle 7 times here. Give me a second to shuffle. 1, 2. This is how I shuffle, guys. When the cards are done falling out of my hand, that's a shuffle. So just so you know how I shuffle, just to kind of give you that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, now pick a number 1 through 52, and that's where your journey begins. That's where we start finding your answers. So all right. 2, 1 card drawn down. Okay, just give me a second to lay these cards out here on my desk. Okay. 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 And then we got that card. Okay, so I don't know if you've ever had my journey path before, but let me explain the path to you before we begin, okay? This is for anybody out there who wants to know what my 5 paths are about. I have 5 different paths that I like to say we can all take in life. First, we look fondly into the past, remembering all the achievements we made and all the mistakes we made, but we don't want to live in the past. We have to eventually turn around and face the future. So, where have you been living in your past? What do you need to turn around and move forward for? Then we have the wait path. What am I waiting for? Am I waiting for an answer? I sometimes call it my message from God card because it's what am I waiting for? Am I waiting for a situation to open up? Or maybe it's the what am I waiting to plop in my lap? Then I have your hard path, which is more of a determination. You get to your goal very quickly, but you have to go through a lot of obstacles to get there. And after you're done with your goal, you kind of have to take a nice long break because you spent so much energy doing it. Then we have my easy path, which is more of the step by step, one step at a time. You don't get your goal very quickly, but you don't spend a lot of energy doing it. You take it by step basis. So you achieve little goals until you reach to the big goal. Then we have our unseen path, is that one path right in front of your nose that's been there the whole time. And that's that thing that you haven't been able to see that's been right there. You just can't see it because you haven't pulled away from it and go, oh, yeah, that's right. That's what I'm doing here. And looking. So that's an unseen path. It's a little bit of a mixture of a hard and easy path. Then I draw you the leap of faith card. That is where you need to take a leap of faith in. And then I draw you your home card. It kind of tells you what you need to do in order for you to become more successful in your home or what you need to do within yourself. So now that I've explained that to all of you fine people out there, we'll go with your past path first. So in your past path is all a bit about you having that potential. Okay, this all the potential in the world seed that you have had is finally starting to open up, and it's starting to open up in a natural progression. So let things happen naturally because you've been working on this goal for a while. You want to keep this going up and going for yourself as well. So you have all the potential in the world for this to happen for you. You just got to let it open up and come out of its shell a little bit and allow that bud to take in all of the things it needs in order for it to be successful, to grow, to become what it needs to become. Somewhere down the line, it's going to make seeds and go other places. Sometimes it's going to become that leaf and stay on that tree for a while. And eventually it's going to have to fall off that tree and go to the ground, and the whole process has to start all over again. So it's all about that untapped potential. I really feel that that's kind of what that card is saying for you. Now we go to your wait path now. What are you waiting for? What's kind of coming in your life there? You got my Bass card. Now my Bass card is all about you looking for the positive in the world. Because if you know anything about sunflowers, they always look for the light. They travel and look in the sky with all of those beautiful things. It follows the sun and it follows the positivity. So you have to be positive about what you are waiting for. If you are being in that positive moment, saying to yourself, first you have to say to yourself, yes, I am going to be able to do this. That's the first thing you need to happen. Today, I want to make the decision that I am going to be successful. This is going to happen for me. Once you make that decision and choice, now you will start making choices and decisions that will help you find that sun and be able to do the thing you want to do. Now, I have a question for you to answer for me. Would you like to go with your hard path first, your easy path first, or your unseen path first? So you can say easy, hard, or unseen. I'm just going to make a cigarette for later here. After you're reading, I'll have a smoke. Yep. Well, it's in your hands, but I like to give you a choice of which path you kind of want to see first, okay? And we're going to show you all of them. The question was, would you like to see what your easy path card first, your hard path card first, or your unseen path card? That's the question. Okay, so the unseen path, that one thing that's been right in front of your nose the whole time. And you have my crystallized card. Now, my crystallized card, yep, okay, I got you. My crystallized card is all about you protecting yourself from all of the harm that could happen to you. You can't live a life without having some harm, without having some risk involved. You put such a protective barrier around yourself that You don't want things to hurt you. So you're afraid of being hurt. You put this big protection barrier around you and you start to crystallize to a point where you're no longer just ice, you are crystal. And you have to start finding that way to break free of those crystals and start to grow again. So what I see for this unseen path, it's all about you realizing that you have to become a little bit more malleable. You don't have to worry about trying to protect yourself from everything in the world. Things are going to go good, things are going to go bad. How much work are you going to be putting into it? But keep going forward by trying to open that stuff up. This can melt. This is still just ice. It's just become so locked in that one position, protecting itself from all the things that could hurt itself. And that's what I would see in your unseen path. Now you can choose a hard or easy path next. Which one would you like to go down? What's harder for you to do? What's easier for you to do? Whatever your pleasure may be. All right, Nala, you'll be next in line as soon as I'm done with this with Queen. Okay, easy path. So your easier path, making those goals happen for you. It's all about you letting things finally become life-giving nutrients dirt again. You spent a lot of time letting go a lot of these ideas and a lot of these things that are keeping you from accomplishing your goal. All these things that no longer serve you a purpose. So you have to let go of some of the things that you've had to kind of let compost down into life-giving dirt once again. Now you are ready to start planting the seeds in your dirt to make that new growth happen. You can't create something without destroying something first. You can't destroy something without creating something. So this means you have just entered the stage of starting to plant down those seeds. You have to now decide which seeds you want to plant and which seeds you want to cultivate. Which ones are you going to take care of to make this be the destiny you want to happen? Then we go for your hard path, okay? And this might be a little bit funny, but I kind of find it is too. Your hard path is all about the flower. We just got done talking about the dirt. Well, what happens after you put a seed in the dirt? If as long as you take care of it, it flowers. It's all about you, though, breaking through those cracks. It's kind of like the dandelion of the world. You are the dandelion. Dandelions can make it pretty much grow anywhere. At least here in Minnesota they can, okay? And what they do is they like to crawl through the cracks and they make it through the hardest, most difficult places in the world, but they still keep growing. So your hard path might just be saying to yourself, hey, I want to make this happen for myself and be my own determining mechanism, but I'm going to allow this to happen so that I'm going to be able to do it in a way that's natural for me. So it's not putting pressure on yourself to do a good job, just giving yourself the opportunity to grow. Is the dandelion the hard path? Yes, it is. Because if you think about it, the easier thing to do is plant the seed. The harder thing is to grow the seed. And how you're going to grow it depends on what you're going to grow it through. So that's what you have to decide right now. What kind of obstacles are you going to put in your way to get to your goal? And that's what a dandelion can kind of do. It's that flower that can kind of make it through any adversity. It can make it through. It has the power and potential to make it through the hardest of rocks if it wants to. That's one of the crazy things about a dandelion. That's why I use a dandelion as a metaphor of sorts, because it's that kind of a thing that you might need to accept about yourself, is that this isn't going to happen overnight. It's going to take the time it needs to grow and become something worthy of becoming that flower, that dandelion that's going to be resistant, and then eventually turn into that seed and spread its wonderful things all over. And now we can kind of go to your leap of faith card, where you need to take a leap of faith in. What do you kind of have to do in order for you to go? We all just have this idea. Whatever, honey, you're okay. Whatever we consider a leap of faith is, we kind of have an idea of what we're jumping into. We just don't know how we're going to land most of the time. It's the landing part we're scared of. It's not the jumping part, because we have an idea of what we're jumping into. Once we make the jump, you can't exactly decide to go, oh, I'm going back now. So your leap of faith card is that, or we can go to your home card first. Which one do you want to go? Well, since I'm holding the leap of faith card in my hand, I guess that answers that question. How about that? So your leap of faith, what do you need to take a leap of faith in? You need to integrate all the parts of what you want to happen together. This is personal life, this is professional life and schoolwork, okay? You have to find that balance between it, but you have to be the light in that spot. You have to be your own flame, lighting your own candle in order for you to integrate all of those together. So you have to find a healthy balance between doing schooling, doing maybe a job or a professional job or whatever, and still having time for yourself to be able to go out there in the world and learn everyday things as well. So it's more about you coming together and integrating all these beautiful things that you've learned over the years, all these good and bad parts of what you need to balance again. Okay, and it's more of a juggling game because you think you have to be one thing or the other. You can be multiple things at the same times, but still be doing a lot less. And then we go to your home card, and this is kind of what you need to do within yourself in order for you to be able to move forward or feel more at home with yourself. It's all about you sharing the journey with others. So make friends when you're at school. Make those friends, get those long life things that are going to help you achieve those goals after. What is the goal after school? What do you want to do? What do you want to be? How am I going to just share this with others eventually down the road? So I really believe that what you're reading is basically telling you is you're kind of sharing with yourself as well. What are your clear expectations of what you want? What do I need to share within myself to others so they understand what I need? That's all about it. It's that communication. So be very open in communication, and then that's where you will be more at home and more successful at. When I draw you a card, and I always do this for everybody, I draw you a call card, the path not taken card. And I ask if people want me to show them that card or not, because it's kind of like a, hey, this could be the path that you haven't thought about before, or even I haven't thought about. And if you want to see that, I'll tell you about. Otherwise, I'll give you a review of your reading, and we can move to the next person in line. I'm sorry, I had to kind of wipe my hands off. They're dirty. So if you want to see that card, just say yes. If not, we'll recap for you. Oh, that's so much better. My desk is really dirty. That's my wife. Are you good with that reading? Do you want me to recap, or do you want to see this other? What does the other card tell me? The path not taken. It's kind of like it tells you, it kind of gives you a glimpse of if you decided for some reason this wasn't the path you needed to be on, maybe there's another path that might help you get to that path a little bit better. It's kind of like the what if card. I don't even look at this card unless you see you want it. Okay, so what do you need to know? Or the path not taking? It was all about, remember, you have a lot of choices in front of you. The contemplate card again showing up. Now, this is a contemplate card because you have to look within all of the choices that you have available to you. Remember, there are different kinds of schooling you can do, different ways of going about learning. What kind of learning do you want to do? What kind of schooling do you want to keep continuing? Is it for a professional career somewhere down the road? But you kind of have to look within yourself and contemplate about what it is you truly want within yourself, because it's all about that thinking. It's not just about, the random thoughts. It's about actively decision making things. You're writing down lists, you're making goals, you're contemplating how you want this to become in your life. So that might be the road that's been stopping you from going forward because you haven't taken the time to realize you have a lot more choices than you realize. And school may be the answer for you, but maybe you have to consider, what kind of schooling do I need? So when I look over your whole reading and ask myself, what does this really mean for you? It means that that you have all this potential in the world. You've come from a place where you're ready to rock and roll, but you've got to find the positivity in your life. You have to be not only the dirt that's going to lay down that nice fresh dirt, but you got to plant the seed and you got to let it grow. Don't have to worry about being so protective and keeping yourself from harm, because you're not going to be able to do that. You have to move with the flow, move with the oceans and stuff. remember to integrate yourself from their professional life, your personal life, and all together in order for you to live a more healthier leap of faith. And then you have to share and communicate what your clear expectations are while you contemplate everything that is before you. And that is your reading for you today, Queen. And I hope that helps you and gives you some kind. From what I'm seeing here, it looks like you will be successful as long as you say to yourself, "I can do this." And that's the number one goal. I want everyone to hear me out there when I say this. The way you live the best life ever, the best day ever, every single day, is by you choose the destiny you want to fulfill. Become the destiny weaver of your life. As soon as you make the decision, this is what it's going to take for me to be happy, and this is what I want to accomplish. Once you decide your goal, then you go after it as slowly or as fastly as you want. But once you made the goal, start working towards it a little by little every day. It's going to get better. And once you've reached that moment of happy. So now I really hope that helped you today, Queen. And we're going to go and we're going to ask there Nala for what kind of reading she needs today. So what kind of reading would you like today? And I hope I'm saying that right, Nala. It's your turn. You're up. You're very welcome, Queen. Nala, are you still in the chat? Are you still here and wanting a reading? You're next in the queue. If you're ready to rock and roll, let me know. Otherwise, if anyone else comes in, I'll give you a couple more minutes here. I'll give you like 3 to 4 minutes before I move on to see if there's anybody else out there. But while we're sitting here, we can put on some little. I can at least have a cigarette while I wait. The only thing I don't like about bringing it through this platform, I was helping my wifey out and I missed a good. So sometimes. Oh, and let's give Smalls, my friend Small Motor Skills, a shout out because she is one of the best people on stream. That is one of the most nice, light, happy places for you to go just to chill and relax and have a nice coffee in the mornings. I really appreciate her. Almost forgot to shout her out today. So if there's anybody else out there in a couple more minutes here, we'll give you 2 more minutes, and then I'm going to see if anybody else would like to. If anyone else would like to join the queue when 2 minutes is up, we will move to the next person unless she pops back in real quick here. Maybe she got her answers through a different reading. You never know. Sometimes I feel like this is not only for me, it's for other people as well. Well, good. Like I said, she's a really cool streamer. If you want a nice chill coffee chat in the morning, they do everything from chat about dancing modi parties to what movie they might be watching somewhere in the week, or just a nice chill, relaxing chat for you to just kind of make some friends and have some coffee. So she was the first streamer I followed on Twitch. So, and I just loved her personality so much. And I'm just here to help you guys, give you a reading if you need it, maybe give you a little life coaching if you need that as well. I'm not an expert at everything, guys. I like to say this to everybody here, that the future is always in your own hands. No matter what I tell you here today, you have the right and responsibility to go live the life you want to live. So go live the best life ever and go start having the best day ever. If you guys want to find out more information about me, either you can see that in my pinned thing at the top of wherever you're streaming this from, or you can just simply click down here. You can give me a review on my Facebook page. If you can't afford to pay, give me a donation of some kind. Show me some love some other way. I really, really appreciate that. But we're going to return back to the nice free readings. If you don't worry, these are completely free, guys. Only donate if you have the ability to do so. I don't want to take your last buck. Well, if Nala comes back in here soon, my queue is still open for anyone who might need it. Are you still with me, Queen? All right. Beautiful. Other than that, we'll just sit here and we'll wait for the next person to tell me they need a reading. We'll turn on some nice chill music for a little bit. Well, oh, I didn't want to do that. Haha, there we go. Yay! I like the emoticons too. I can't do that's the only thing. I have to do the pop out chat here because this is not working for me. I can't see all the fun emoticons. That doesn't work. I need to get a mod in here to help me fix my stream elements so they will work better. That's a cute little bear emoticon. I love you guys too. So anything everybody else is out there in the world, just want to say I appreciate you all. You're all beautiful human beings. Yes, I will still be here for another hour, so you don't have to worry about it. We're going to be here one more hour till the 10 o'clock hour. I just had to. We can talk about a couple of other things we can talk about. Maybe I'll make another cigarette here. I haven't had anything to smoke for a while, so I'm kind of going smoke happy. I should just make myself a pack of cigarettes and be done with it already. But I like making one at a time because it kind of slows me down. One more, and then we're going to give the cigarettes a break for a while. I'm really gonna have to go figure out how to get that. I'm gonna have to play around with stream elements sometime this week. I need a mod who can take care of all of that for me. Hey, anybody know anyone who wants to be my mod? Please let me know those suggestions. I would greatly appreciate it. I could use a mod to help me with some of the stuff like the queues and the keeping people on track. I don't need someone to police my stream. I need someone to just keep me on track to make sure I know who's next and stuff like that. And you'd be willing to come here whenever you're on, you know what, I can make you a mod, and then you, if you can help me. I don't know, like I said, I'm still trying to figure out some of the stream element crap, so, and I think I have to be off stream to add you as a mod. Give me a second, let me find out. I'm thinking, maybe I do, maybe I don't. Nope, not that one. I don't want to do any of that stuff. No, 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 no. Give me a second, Queen. I'm checking something out real quick. But like I said, I'm not even sure I know how to do that one, Eddie. That's what's sad. I'm still kind of learning. I think I know how to do that. I'll have to add that in after the. Oh wait, no, I don't. I just have to go here. That's right. It's in streaming tools. Okay. Thank you. See, that's what I needed to know. All right, there you go. You are now a moderator. When you're on with me, you can be my moderator. Like I said, I think I have stream elements set up. When you press exclamation Q, it just lets me know someone wants a reading. It doesn't really keep it in like line or anything like that. So when I start, hopefully, when I become a little bit more, people want to come here a lot more and get some readings on a daily basis, I'll have that available. Thank you for becoming my first mod, Queen. I appreciate that. You know, I'm like I said, I'm still fairly new to Twitch, so I'm still figuring out all the fun things that I can do. There you go. You should get channel points. Oh, cool. Well, I had a mod. I had someone who was going to be a mod, but they don't show up very often. And they were just a friend who did modding for another person's stream, and they're more of a mod for that person's stream than mine. Oh, okay. I'm almost an affiliate. I am basically watch hours away from becoming an affiliate. I know that. I really appreciate you. Welcome to the team. Okay, well, you have a fabulous rest of the day, okay? We'll see you next. We'll see you soon, okay, Queen? I'll have to check that out after stream. Good. I'm glad that you do. That makes me feel better than anything. Okay, we will. See where I'm at for achievements here. Take care, beautiful. I'm at 1.16 hours out of 3 before I am an affiliate. So I've got a little bit more watch hours. I've got to average 3 viewers in so much amount of stream. So that's the only thing I have to work on next. Just getting me shared out to people coming in and chatting. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh. All right, if anybody else is out there who wants a reading or would like to get their tarot read, please let me know in the chat there. Just let me know. You can press exclamation point, then I kind of go back and then I go, who's the next person who said they wanted a reading, and then go from there. She didn't come back in, so. Oh, cancel. Am I following you, Queen? Yep, I sure am. Cool. Oh. So I have some people on YouTube watching, and I have some people on Twitch watching out there. If anyone out there would like a reading, just let me know. Oh, might pick a subject here in a little bit, but I'm just kind of taking a break from enjoying my cigarette and my coffee. And baby, if you're watching, there's still a little bit more coffee left. Maybe when I'm back, when I'm done with this stream, I will come give you a cup here, or maybe I'll take a small break here in a little bit and come give you some more if you want to stay with me. I need to get rid of this. Hey Z, welcome, man. Nice, haven't seen you for a while. How have you been, buddy? Things have been going extremely well for me lately, so things are starting to pick up a little bit, and getting a lot more people coming in for readings and stuff like that now. I'm doing fabulous today. I'm gonna have a nice little relaxing day with my. Is Eid already over? Oh yeah, that's right. Today is Eid. I don't know how you say that because it begins at sundown today. So fasting is over for those who have that. I believe that's what it means, if I remember correctly. Well, many celebrations to you, my friend. You're very welcome. I have the window open, right? Yeah. Mother Nature here has been a little bit menopausal. I've been going through the hot to cold to cold to hot to rainy to snowy. This last, when I say April showers bring May flowers, April snows bring more snows. In our state sometimes. We had 1 week of beautiful 80-degree weather, melted all the snow, and then this week we're back into the 30s and 40s again. It was like winter hasn't ended quite yet. So did I have it right? Is it today is the day where you break fast and you have the big meal with your whole family and you honor that part of the fast being over and stuff? Do I have that right for Eid again? It's been such a long time since I've my wife would know. I don't think she's in my chat anymore. So. I think my wife might be coming down the hallway to get a cup of coffee. We'll see. I see her movement, so she's either getting up to go to the bathroom, or she's coming down the hallway to come get her some more coffee. Did you have a good fast? Did it go well for you? I know today's Earth Day. For all those celebrating, Happy Earth Day! I love you, Mama Earth. Even though you're menopausal right now. Whew. What are you do in summer? Okay, you know what? I gotta do one thing. I'm just gonna open up my door real quick. I'm just getting too hot in here. Then I can close this window back up. Because then it'll be cool enough for the hot air won't be sticking around in this room. I have to find a cooler shirt. I gotta start washing some clothes too. I heard you coming.
Yeah, I needed to make a stop in the adult litter box.
No, you did because I didn't know where you went to, but you can still have your reading. You want to use your other coffee cup over there? Or you want more coffee? Okay. But no, you didn't miss it. You just got put on postpone because no one else was here wanting. So if you would like the reading, now we can do that. Give me a second to take some things off of the screen here. Hi, Ed. Haha, here we go. Alrighty. Give me a second here. Okay, would you like a past, present, future to kind of give you an idea about that? Or do you need something with more answers, Nala? So do you want a simpler reading or do you want a more complicated journey reading? I just didn't know where you went to. And then we can get you those answers for you. Something with more answers. Okay, we can do that, no problem. All I need from you is to tell me how many times you want me to shuffle my deck, 1 through 10. And I'm just going to do a clearing shuffle real quick before you decide that, kind of getting my card set up. This is my cleansing shuffle from the last reading I just got done doing. I always do that before any reading. 3 times. Okay, let's shuffle you 3 times now. 1, 2, 3. I really don't care. I need the cool air right now. Sorry, okay, 3. Now pick a number 1 through 52, and that's where your journey begins. That's why I opened it up, because I was getting too hot in here. Talking to my wife real quick. 1 through 52. Second card. Okay. 1, 2. That's not taken. Right. Let me just put these out here. Okay, buddy. Oh, okay. Okay, whatever. Okay, so anyway, here we go. Here's your reading, young lady. I'm gonna go. Hey, don't stop trying to leave the stupid page. It's trying to get through it here. Okay, so here we go with your reading for today. And here we go with your past path. Now, have you been here before, Nala? If you haven't been here, I can explain my past to you, but they're pretty simple. The past path is all about what you've done up till now, your past mistakes and past victories, and kind of where you've been getting stuck in the past. Then we move to what you've been waiting for, kind of like the message from your personal deity power, or it's also kind of what I've been waiting for. What do I need in order to make this right decision? Then we have the easy path. Okay, so I don't need to explain it all. All right, gotcha. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to have the first one go on here with is your past path is it's all about that image. You know, it's all about the image that you are putting out there. Are you putting out an image that is not just one part of who you are? One part of who you are is not going to let them make an informed decision. You have to show them the whole image of who you are. This is just one small snapshot. This is one puzzle piece of who you are. And you maybe have to try to tell yourself it's time for me to start opening up and letting that person I am interested in see the whole me. You have to recognize you both have light and dark parts of the piece of the puzzle that's in front of you. So all you have to do here is accept the image that you're presenting to the world is going to be one that is going to be accepted. Believe in yourself. Feel confident about yourself. Start dressing appropriately. That will be something that will make you feel confident. They're going to notice that. That's how that's going to do. The more love you have for yourself, the more love they see you have, the more attracted they are going to be to you. Then you want to make sure the attributes are there, that the person meets those attributes that you want in your life. Outward appearance will go away someday. Fall in love with the soul first, then fall in love with then fall in love with the person. Best advice I can give. Now we have your weight path, and your weight path is also one of my path cards. So you have the leap of faith card. So it's time for you to take a leap of faith. You have to stop waiting around for the answers to come to you. It's time for you to start taking that giant leap. Maybe it's time for you to ask them out. Maybe it's time for you to do something that might be a little bit scary for you to do, taking that jump into it and just putting yourself out there. That means you could get hurt. That means you might not get hurt. But at least one way or the other, you will know the answer. We're more scared of what we're jumping. We're not. So once we decide to make that jump, we really can't change our minds and go back. Well, in this case, you can, because you don't have to stay with this person forever. But I'm talking about a mythical leap of faith. So, taking that leap and trusting yourself that you know where you're going to land. You have an idea. So, and then we kind of go forward from there. Do you want to go with your unseen path, your hard path, or your easy path first? Easy path first. Okay. So now your easy path is all about you letting things finally compost. All the stuff that you need to let go of in order for you to be ready for this relationship, you have to finally let go of. In order for you to move forward, to look into that future, for this even to be a possibility, you have to let go of some of these old things that you've been hanging on to. Your preconceived notions have to compost and turn back into life-giving nutrient dirt. So you're working on that, and that sometimes takes time. So don't expect it to happen on a very, let's hot and heavy, let's let it go kind of naturally and slowly and letting it kind of happen so that it can turn into something that can grow healthy from the very beginning. Let's not bring our old baggage along with us. Let's make sure we've taken care of that and turn it into something useful. I learned the lessons I needed to learn. Now I will start moving forward in a more positive, openly communicative way. And then what would you like to know next? Your unseen path or your hard path? Love you. Say goodbye to my wife. She's on her way out. Oh no, she's gonna fart. Watch out. Hard path. Okay, give me a second here. Ugh. Oh, hey, get off of it. You know what? I'm just gonna wait till after the reading to have my cigarette. It's bothering me. Okay, so what you need to do to make this successful, the hard path is, you need to start preparing yourself. You have a bunch of wonderful ingredients that makes up who you are. You have to start deciding what is going to go into the pot that you're going to be putting in. What kind of a relationship are you expecting? That's one ingredient. What am I going to have a friendship at first? And let's see if it becomes romantic. Let's start romantic first. Which ingredients are you going to put into the pile of things that you need to start doing with yourself? You have to start preparing for this to be an eventuality. You have to have that law of attraction. In order for that thing to come towards you, you have to believe that it is coming towards you. Now, as long as this person feels the same way about you, that will happen. But sometimes we have to take those ingredients and we have to put them in the pot and let them cook and stir a little bit for you to know. But this is all about you getting ready to make this journey. Are you truly ready? Let's make sure I've got all of my checks and balances checked off so I know I'm ready. Now, am I ready for the no? Am I ready for the yes? Am I ready for the I don't know right now? The answer won't always be the one that you have right in front of your eyes all the time, but that's what the unseen path is about, and that's what we're going to next. Your unseen path is all about the finding. It's about the chase. It's about the getting to know. It's about the finding out those things about that other person. Once you open the door, you're going to find out things. There might be treasures in here. There might be things you don't know about, skeletons in closets. But once you find that and you open that door, you have to accept them for who they are as much as they have to accept you for who you are. Finding is all about you growing and looking for it. It's about starting the journey, starting to open the door and realize you can walk through it and that you have the ability to unlock your treasure of choice as long as you are willing to open the door and see everything that's inside. You might get a penny, you might get $1, you might get a gold bar. You don't know what you're going to get. It's all about the finding. So enjoy the journey. That's kind of what that's saying. Would you like your leap of faith card first, or do you want your home path card first? And I might just go home for you first and then go to unseen. Is that okay? Faith first. Okay, we'll go for faith first. Then we'll go to the home card next. You picked. That's the way we go. Okay, so you got my leap of faith card. You need to return back to a place of home. What does home mean to you within yourself? You have to really start looking at what your whole life has encompassing. Start looking around and what you have available to you right now. There is someone you want to share your life with, but the only way you're going to be able to take that leap of faith is if you have your own house in order first. And your leap of faith card is basically telling you to be expressive in that fact of what you will see next will be the thing that has to happen in order for you to finally find this to be a good, healthy relationship. If you want a healthy relationship, you have to build that home together. You cannot do this alone. The only way you end up with a beautiful home like this is if you work together as a team. The only way you keep that home is if you work at it every single day. So it is going to be a little bit of work, but maybe what you're most scared of is when this finally happens, what will be the result? You don't know how it will go. You don't know the future will be uncertain because every day you're creating that future. What does your home card say to you? And this is kind of interesting because your leap of faith card was basically in the way path telling you to take that leap of faith. So remember, you were waiting to reach home again, and now you have to consider that you have options available. Change card. Now, this is about the monetary value you hold yourself worthy of. Are you the penny or are you the silver dollar? Are you the gold coin? What kind of change are you? Because you have to decide which choices and decisions you're going to pick up and carry along with you. Change is all about you accepting that what you're picking up is what you want to spend in the future. Okay? So when you decide to make this choice, is this the change that you need to finally be happy? Or is this the change you need in order to get to that place to be happy? You have to decide whether it's a small amount or a large amount of relationship. You have to be the one in charge of discovering what your change is, you know. And I have that's why I was kind of thinking about going with the change card first, because your home card and change card are both kind of connected, just like your leap of faith card is connected to your home path card. So when you're waiting for that leap, taking that leap of faith, what is your leap of faith telling you? Well, it's telling you have to find that home within yourself first. You have to get your own house in order before you're ready to do this. And as long as you're willing to do that, it looks like what I'm seeing from your reading so far, it's all dependent on you being prepared. A lot of this is about you being prepared, letting some of the old stuff die and not you moving forward. Now, would you like to see your path not taken card? I don't know if I did this the last time you were on. And the path not taken card is kind of like the what if card of the world. Okay. So what do you need to do in order for this to become a reality, or as I like to say, the path that you haven't taken yet? It's all about donating back to self. My donating is not about donating to another person. That you're already willing to do. You have to donate back to yourself too. So remember to carve out enough of your own time, as well as being with this person somewhere in the future. Set some time aside to give yourself that self-care day, that self-care moment that you really need right now, so that you can kind of say, take that cleansing nice bath, take that nice longing day where you spend all day and you watch your beautiful movie, or you listen to beautiful music. Really write down what you want to be donating with yourself. That's how the process of love. Once you love self, and you love yourself as much as you can at the moment, because we're always growing and changing. There's always something we don't like about ourselves. But the moment you can accept that that's a part of who you are, that's when you have donated the appropriate amount. So I'm glad to hear that you're doing that now. But that might be that you might have just started doing this, so maybe you have to do it a little bit more. And that's going to help them see. Seeing you living your best life ever is going to have them see. And my number one piece of advice for what your question was about how MS feels about you, ask. It's about you just being ready to ask. How do you feel about me? And being ready for that answer, no matter what that is. Maybe no will be the best thing that ever happened to you. You could find the next guy of your dreams that isn't this MS guy. Or he could be the guy who will fulfill you in every way you want them to. Okay? So, how do they feel about you? I think there's potential here. Maybe they have to do some of this stuff too. Maybe they're not. Me and my wife had a phrase. We weren't done cooking yet. Me and my wife, before we met each other, we kind of spent a year fixing ourselves to being the people we want to be. We weren't done cooking yet. And once we were ready, then we finally went, oh, I pay attention to you. You pay attention to me. Oh, look, your strawberries go with my shortcake. My shortcake goes with your strawberries. Let's add some whipped cream and have some fun in there. Okay? So kind of think of it that way. And that's kind of what I'm seeing your reading really meaning for you is whatever that image you have of yourself, you have to not be just one piece of the puzzle. You really have to take that leap of faith by stop waiting around for it to happen and take that risk. You have to be ready and prepared to do that. That might be a hard thing for you to do, but you have to prepare before this, because whether or not it's a good or bad answer, you still have to be prepared for it. But you have to let some of that old baggage die in order for you to become a healthy relationship this time. You have to do that by finding that new opening. This is a new relationship, so you're just finding it and opening it. You don't know what you're going to find inside yet because you haven't been a part of it yet. And then you're going to find your leap of faith in finding that new home within yourself and bringing that stuff back to center where you can be whole and a complete person ready for this. and you are the change. You have to pick up the pieces of who you are and decide how much you are worth before you are ready to spend it to anybody else. That's your reading there, Nala. I hope that helped you today, bring you some much needed answers. It sounds like you're very welcome, and that's what I'm here to do every day. I'm here to help you find those answers, or maybe at least give you something to think about today, at bare minimum. Hey, it wasn't until my wife came up into the store that I was at, and she was basically flirting with me for months before I even paid attention. Guys are kind of thick sometimes. Maybe you have to put on a little bit more of the flirt game a little bit, okay? Because sometimes we're thick. Okay, we don't think this girl is flirting with us because we don't think we're worthy of being flirted with. No? Yeah, she came into the store. She was a bus driver. She drove bus, and I was working in a convenience store. Okay, and despite all the magical implications of a very special dream I had when I was a child, she still came in and she kind of was lightly stalking me at first. She thought I was handsome, and I didn't really think I was worthy of being loved. Okay, and it wasn't until she came and said a very silly phrase to me and really made me kind of perk up my eyes. There was no way I wasn't getting past that flirt. Okay, she was bold, brash. She took one last sentence. She said, "This is it," and then I kind of looked at her and I said, "You know what? You're kind of cute. Here's my palmistry card. The rest is history." Because I did palm readings. And I also did, like I said, I worked as a convenience store, but I've always done palm readings or tarot readings for spiritual reasons, never really to make money. But she was my first and only paying client at the time. It turned into a date after that. So it started as a palmistry reading, ended up as a date by the end of it. So. No, I have some. That's when I do my readings. I use my intuitions more. Even though I know what every single card means, I still use what I feel my intuition is telling me what is right for you. Like the card falling on the ground right now, falling behind me. Doing something. It's a little bit. Well, I do consider myself a medium, not really psychic. I have had psychic visions, but I consider myself more of a medium or sensitive. That means that I pick up on things very easily and I'm able to see the whole picture. For some reason, I have a unique talent to be able to see someone's path and how to correct it. And when I shuffle my deck and use my cards, no matter what is laid out before me, I still have to do that by trusting my instincts in order to give you the reading that's right for you. Cards can only tell you one thing. This is only a picture with words on it, okay? It doesn't have any more meaning than that until I tell you what it means. Now it's your decision and choice to make, to say to yourself, hey, does this really resonate with me? And then you have to make the choices to decide, is this what I'm going to do to make my life better? Your future is always in your own hands. You have to live your life the way you want to live it, because every day you make that choose your own adventure game choice. And you don't know what every choice is going to lead you to, but it's going to be an experience no matter what happens. I'm very glad that helped you out today. Like I said, I've had some visions. I do talk to spirits. So that's kind of why I consider myself slightly psychic, so I can hear spirits. I very rarely see them, but I can hear it. I get like little movies in my head when they're trying to tell me something, So that's kind of where my background. I've seen spirits since I was 8 years old, so I trust my guides implicitly, and if they tell me to tell you something, I tell you. Now, if you come and get a palm reading from me, that's different. That I will blow you out of the water with. I've told people about themselves they've never told a living soul, and they kind of go, "How did you know that? And will you keep it a secret?" I'm like, I'm not here to tell your secrets. I'm here to help you. See, what is CLD I sent you? I don't know what that is that old? My screen? What does that mean? I'm sorry. I don't understand the abbreviation. Oh, no. The reason why I don't do palmistry online is because I'm a natural psychometrist. That means when I pick up a thing and I touch it and feel it, I can sense that energy. So I use your energy to do that. I can't do that online. I have to be holding someone's hands to do that one. But that's a more very personal thing for me. That's where I started. I started doing palmistry first. So I want to feel your personal energy when I'm giving you that reading, because it's not just about the lines in your hand. It's about the energy that you give to me and that we exchange together. And that's when my guides come, and that's when the spirit comes and tells me things. That's when your spirit guides come tell me things. That's when your dead relative that you really had a close connection with come tell me things. Okay, but it's really hard to do that online when you're just going, okay, I know what this line means. I can tell you what every line means, but it won't mean anything to you because I have to be holding your hands to do it. That's why it's called a palm reading, not a tarot reading. A tarot reading I can do online because those only require you to tell me how many times you want me to shuffle and stuff. Yes, you can ask me a separate question. Go for it. Okay. Are you trying to decide between two different... Do you want me to use my intuitions or do you want me to use my cards? We can do a one card answer reading for you too on that. I'll draw you a one card with a qualifying card to maybe clarify it if you want. Okay. Oh, since we just got done giving you a 5 card, why don't we at least do you a 3 card? Because I felt like that was the reading you needed to hear for that person. Why is this person reaching out to you? Did you ask him yet? That's the most logical thing I have to say first. Otherwise, just give me let's do a 1 through 5 card shuffle, and then give me a number again after that, and we'll see. Two shuffles, okay. 1, 2, and then how many? What? There you go. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I forgot to ask you: are we doing 3 cards or just 2 cards? One with the answer and one with the qualifying. Just want to know which one I'm doing before I deal these out. Okay. Okay. So let me see what I think these cards mean. Okay. So the card that you got for why this person might have been reaching out for you, the drive card in this specific instance would mean that maybe they're trying to find you for some reason. There's something that they need to connect with you in the past. They're willing to drive to where you are at or want to get in contact with you because there's something maybe they need to finish up. Maybe there's something that they need to finish off before they can move forward. Maybe they have to do that one thing. But the drive card is all about getting in your car and driving to the place you want to be. So they're contacting for probably a very specific reason. And want to get to you as quickly as possible because they need that answer. Maybe they're trying to decide something that they're not quite sure of what that is. The drive card is all about you making personal choices and decisions. So it's something he needs to be reaching out to you because there's something he needs answered himself before this person needs answered themselves, okay? And then what is the qualifying card? What might this situation have to do with? It's all about the rain. It's all about his emotional state and how he's spreading his emotions out down on the ground. He's trying to decide what kind of weather he wants to be. Yes, you can be next, Lucky. Just one moment while I finish this up. You'll be next in the queue after Nala here. Okay, and then you have to decide that it's more about the weather happening to him right now. So there might be something emotional happening to him right now, and maybe he feels like you're the only person who would understand. So maybe it's something from your past or something that he needs to tell you or something like that. It's not about the storm. It's about the sky that's happening in his life right now. His life has kind of gotten upheaval for some reason, and I kind of feel like there's something that he needs to emotionally tell you about. Okay? And that's really what I feel it's about. So it's all about, he's got a driving force to share something emotional about you. That's kind of why he's probably been reaching out. I only use my homemade deck. I don't use any other deck than the one I made. Or do you mean like a show, like a regular 52 card deck of cards, Lucky? I hope that answers your question too, Nala. Okay, so these are examples of my card. This is what my major arcana. They're a picture deck to tell you, and I have words and phrases to tell you about what your path is on that you should be able to take. So this is a major arcana card, and then we have the minor arcana card, which tells you more about the little inlands to it. So I have a summer, spring, and fall. And yes, I made these. I took all the pictures. I did all the artwork. The only thing I had done for me was I had them laminated. That's the only thing that I couldn't do myself. I had the professional done laminated. Other than that, I made them myself. So it's my own personal deck of cards that helps me help people find the path that's right for them. They're only designed to help you find the best possible path for you. They're not designed to do anything other than that. They will help you find those answers, but it might be something that you need to do before you're ready for it, or maybe another person has to be ready for it first. So that's my deck. And yes, you can ask me for a reading, no problem. Well, my cards, the reason I call it the Five Paths Tarot is because we have a couple different paths that can open up in your life. Now, I do two different kinds of reading. I can do you a simple past, present, future reading with a destiny card or a card that I pull that kind of lets you know what the situation is about. Or I can tell you about the path that you are currently on. You come on my journey layout. My journey layout tells you what's been going on in the past up to this point, and everything that all your victories and all of your failures and what has kind of come up to. But we can't live in the past. We have to look to the future eventually. Then the what am I waiting for card, or what decision may be right for me to make now? What do I need to start and think about for a while? Then I have the easy path, which is more of the step-by-step goal. And then we have the hard path, which is more overcoming obstacles. And then we have the unseen path, which is that one thing we know is right in front of our nose the whole time, but we just can't see it. And then I draw you a home card, and I draw you a leap of faith card, just so you know, and we'll go with the path reading. So all I need from you is I need you to tell me how many times you want me to shuffle my deck, 1 through 10, Lucky. Six. Okay, we're shuffling 6 times. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. And 6. Now, pick a number 1 through 52, and that's where your journey begins. That's where you will find your answers. What card number has your answers? Seven. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, just give me a second to lay these out so that I can find out what. Okay, so here we go with your reading, okay? So kind of have a basic understanding of what my paths mean, just so we go forward so I don't have to stop and explain them all the time, but here we go with your reading. Right now in the past, what you've been doing is you've been building a new foundation for yourself. You've been putting down a new, kind of had to crush the old foundation out for yourself. You had to break away all those old bad patterns that you didn't need anymore. And it's time for you to start building a new foundation. You have to start looking forward now because the old foundation no longer serves you. And it no longer holds any truth for you. So you have to start anew, basically. You're starting a new path, putting down a new foundation ready for you. And you have to start building that down so that you can be moving forward. Then we can move on to your wait path. What have you been waiting for? What's your big answer? What could help you in making a better choice and decision moving forward? It's all about you accepting yourself for who you are, accepting all the parts of yourself, even the parts that might be secret that you might not want to be told. That's why when you see this card, you see kind of the pride flags, because sometimes there's some things about ourselves we're just not ready to share yet. But in order for us to be truly accepted, we have to share all parts of ourselves until we can do that with ourselves. And that's about accepting yourself, not necessarily sharing what it is about other people accepting you. It's about you accepting yourself for who you are and being proud of that and being proud that you are the person that you are trying to be. And it feels like that what this card is saying, it's time for you to kind of come to some acceptance that this is who I am and this is who I want to be. And now moving forward, you have a couple choices to make. Would you like your easy path first, your hard path first, or your unseen path? Okay, hard path. Okay, your hard path. What's kind of a hard thing for you overcoming a goal? It's all about cherishing the things you have in your life right now. I think maybe you are expecting way too much sometimes, and you're not cherishing the things you already have around you, the things that are already available and already within your life. You have to start to learn to cherish your life like you cherish a lover. That's my wife right there. Me and my wife, we cherished each other so much. We cherish each other to this day because we work together as a part of a group, a part of a team. You're not doing this alone. So it's about having somebody help you and have your back, to be there, to be that confident, that support person for you. So maybe it's hard for you to trust in others sometimes, and you feel like you have to do everything alone. It's time to not only cherish the people around you, but what you have within your life. Now we go to your either your unseen path or your easy path next. Where would you like to go next? Unseen path. And one thing that's been in front of your nose the whole time that you really needed to know about but haven't been able to do yet. It's all about you letting go and stop being frozen in fear. It's something you might be feeling guilty about. It's not all about the guilt that somebody else has or about what you're feeling guilty about. Guilt can come in a couple different. Sometimes you can even be guilty of feeling guilty for being successful. Sometimes people can feel guilty for achieving in life. Sometimes people can feel guilt isn't always a negative emotion. Guilt is designed to help us do one thing: move past and move forward. So maybe it's time for you to stop staying in one place and trapped in those old bad patterns that aren't working for you anymore. Move past the guilt of what has happened and move forward into a future that you make of your own choosing. You're choosing your path, what you want to do from now. Now, maybe there might be something in the past you're still coming to terms with, or something that you need to forgive yourself for. And maybe it's time to start recognizing that that process has to start in order for you to move forward. Now we go to your easy path because that's the only path left before you. And what's going to be the easiest thing for you to do? It's for you to realize that you are the heat. You are the magma rocking flow that's cutting through everything. You are the heat that you are putting onto your fire. You are the one who's controlling that flame within yourself. It's time to get that power up and running. I want you to feel so confident, so strong within yourself. And maybe it's time to start realizing that you have more power than you think you do. You could cut through rock if you really concentrated what you have within yourself in order to achieve your goals, achieve your dreams. All you have to do is start to heat up that process within yourself. Kind of think of it like you're doing some metalworking, okay? You're heating up that piece of metal and so you can turn it into something somewhere down the line. So you're preparing to become something. You're just waiting for that opportunity. You're building up that heat to explode and become this new thing. Okay? Now you can go to your leap of faith card next or your home path next. Where would you like to go? Once again, do you want your Leap of Faith card or your home card next? Are you still with me, Lucky? Do you want your home path next? Or do you want your faith card first? Okay, if I don't hear from you in a little bit, maybe something happened with your connection or something, and we will continue the reading. I'll have to come back later and see what I picked for you. Give you a little bit more time to make up your choice there. Just in case something happened to your connection. Okay, so I'm going to continue on here for you. I'm just going to pick your card. We'll go with what your Leap of Faith card is first, since I haven't heard from you in a while. Your Leap of Faith card is all about you taking a leap of faith. But what do you need to take a leap of faith? You need to experience that weight path again. You need to return to a place where you can make the right decisions by accepting yourself for who you are. Remember, this was your weight card, that acceptance card. So your Leap of Faith is saying to me, basically, it's time for you really to start taking that extra jump. Maybe there's something about yourself you haven't shared yet. Maybe the LGBTQ community or something like it means something to you. Maybe it's something about yourself you are still kind of shy about sharing about because there's something you don't understand that you don't think other people would understand. You don't want to be judged. But in order for you to live a full life, you have to make that one jump into that so you can make the right decision and choices that you want to make. So just so you know that you have that ability to do that by simply accepting yourself for who you are. Then we move to your home card. This is where you can be where you feel the most home at. You're used to making it through the adversity of life. The birch tree is one of the most resilient trees. It can make it through all kinds of different weather because it never stops growing. Even in winter, it grows. It's the only tree that grows in winter because it has that flow of water running through it all the months of the year. Okay, it never stops growing. It's always going to be resilient and making it through any kind of weather. So it may be your time to start realizing that you're more resilient than you thought you could be. You can survive through it, and you have this connection to yourself that you are this new birthing thing. The tree is all about new birth, new life. So all that as well. So hopefully that when you finally reach home, what you really need to do there is maybe this is the thing you need to accept in yourself, that even those parts of you that might be tearing off that you don't think you need serve a purpose. Because you don't need them anymore, it doesn't mean they weren't a part of you, the whole process of you becoming who you are right now. Hopefully that answers your question and your reading. I do have one more card I like to pull if you want to see it, but if I don't hear from you in a couple of minutes, I won't give you that card. I'll just give you a review of your whole reading. Oh, I call this card your Path Not Taken card. And I will give you a minute or two in case, like I said, something happened there. Since I have yet to get a response from you in quite a while now, I don't even know. I'm feeling like you're not even there right now. Or maybe something shocked you so bad you're kind of like, I don't know. Well, my friend, let me just kind of review your reading here, just in case you come back and want to find out how it all ended, because I will be ending here in about 10 minutes, so we're going to get ready to start reading out to people. So just so you know that that's going to be happening here in a couple of minutes, start winding down. But here's your reading in a nutshell. Basically, it is time for you to set that new clear foundation, breaking away the old one, starting a new path, accepting yourself for who you are, all the goods, bads, and uglies of who you are, even the part that you might not be ready to accept yet. Cherishing yourself with all of the aspects of who you are. Maybe there's another person who can be your support person as well. There might be some help out there. You have to be willing to accept help. Being your own heat source, being that fire that you need, creating that positive flow out into the universe of being that person you need to be by cutting through what you need to do. You have an idea, you can make it through. You just have to be strong enough and hot enough to create the tool you want to create. Stop feeling guilty about whatever you might be hanging on to in the past. Stop feeling guilty about being successful sometimes. It's okay for you to have success in what you're doing. You don't have to worry about everybody else all the time. Taking into consideration people's feelings and thoughts, yes, but you ultimately have to move past that part where you're worried about what other people think anymore. Please try to remember that your weight path is saying you to go back and re-accept yourself again. Your leap of faith really does depend on you accepting yourself for who you are and who you want to be. By doing this, you will become more resilient in your home. You'll be more able to grow. You will be a survivor, but more than that, you will grow. That is your reading there, Lucky. If you're still with me, I hope you enjoyed that. If you came back and had to come see this reading at the tail end because something happened, I'm sorry that happened to you today. But, the reason I only do this for a couple hours is because I can only sit up a couple hours. That's why I don't do it all day tarot screen. So I'm going to clear my cards out. I really hope that helped you. So if you're still here, I hope that helped. And other ways, I hope you have the best life ever. Go live your dreams. Go follow your goals. Remember, you play the greatest choose your own adventure game you will ever play. All right, guys, time for a little bit of finishing up here. So I am Joshua Bleasy. I am the Unknown Prophet. I will be here every morning from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Sometimes I will do surprise tarot streams. I also do gaming online, and I also have a podcast on Fridays at 6 p.m. Want to find out more about me and more about what I do? Just remember to go to any of my sites. If you liked your reading here today and you couldn't donate, show me some love some other way by giving me a review on my Facebook page or by clicking on any of my social links at my Linktree site where you can go and find out all about me and the things that I do. Okay? And I want you to remember one thing, guys. The future is always in your own hands. No matter what I tell you here today, you have to live the life you want to live. You have the right and responsibility to go live it the way you want to live it. So go live your best life ever. Go live your best day ever. And join me here tomorrow from 7 to 9 to get your readings once again. All right. I already know who I'm going to go see today. I already know where I'm going. She's one of my favorite gamers on there. She looks like she's playing some Sims today, so we're going to show her a little bit of love. We're probably not going to spend too much time there. But I just want to say thank you for being here today, being a part of my journey. I hope I help your journey today. And I hope that your day gets better and better. We'll see you next time, guys. Thank you for joining me.